Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Temple of Positive Energy. I'm Rob Alex, and I'm on this trip with you out there to make this world a better place, to enjoy life, to just have the best time we can while we're here. I think that is the most spiritual message that I want to get out there. I'm sure we want to do good in this world. We want to do amazing things, but in the big grand scheme of it, I just want you to be happy. I just want you to be happy, enjoy your life, do the things that feel right to you, and hopefully that'll benefit. Those things are the ones that will benefit the world as a whole. Let's get into our topic today. I want to talk about this topic of survival of the fittest and how it has changed in our modern day society here. If we hear this term, survival of the fittest, we think of the big, strong people that survive. Back when human species was very young, that was something that was realistic. That you had to be strong, you had to be healthy, you had to be superior in some faction, and that is the person that we wanted to carry on at that point in time in our history and our evolution, whatever you believe in there, that at some point we had to, set a base. Well, this person needs to carry on, or this person has the genetics to improve, and that we want the species to improve on. But we've hit a point in our existence here that survival of the fittest has changed. It's not necessarily the strongest person. I don't really know if we're even at a point where survival of the fittest is even a real thing now, because everybody can give benefit to society in our modern world here. So I don't know if survival of the fittest is even a real thing. I watch some of the MMA fights, and I'm not a big fight watcher, so I always kind of cringe when I see it and people beating the crap out of each other. But I'm not seeing those guys as the guys that are going to take our evolution into the next step. Now, I could be wrong, and things could go backwards. Again, everything I say is from my personal experience, so you might have experienced something different. So, I love to debate those topics, and nobody's wrong or right here. But to me, I don't see those guys carrying us forward into a more evolved being, a more evolved species in that sense. So my question is, who is it? Who is the person that's evolving us? Is it the technologically savvy people that are out there now that are creating iPhones and computers and robotic things that are doing the things for us to help us, to free us up to do other things? But then you worry about the AI intelligence and how the robot uprising and everything like that. So then you're thinking, well, is that the fittest person to be going along with and helping improve and embrace our species in that sense? So, I mean, no matter which topic you go on, there's kind of a rebuttal against it. Like, okay, if you go with this section of people that they might be the fittest to take us to the next evolution, there might be some roadblocks there, and I'm sure that's happened all along the path. It's just, it seems like we've had this gradual movement up, and we want to evolve into a more subconscious, intelligent, less warlike species in that sense. So who's going to take us there? I don't know that answer. I don't know who is the fittest person to take us to the next level of evolution, or if we branch off and have different factions of people evolving. As far as that goes, I don't think there were one specific being that we're all that much similar that we can't have factions branching off of all of this. But this topic is wonderful of what qualities do we need to carry forward? Does it need to be the spirit, more of the spiritual side of what we're thinking here, especially as we're talking about energy and beautiful things here on this site? I don't know what it is that we need to carry forward to that we would consider the fittest, the one quality that we need to push forward. Because if you ask everybody, it's probably a different thing that they think that we need to push forward. Do we need to be more compassionate? Do we need to be less worried about our environment? Do we need to be more worried about our environment? What kind of person is going to catapult us forward? Now, evolution is a funny thing. It's like, the grass that grows through the concrete or through the rock. it finds a way. So, nature always seems to find a way to improve and embrace and evolve in that sense. But what is the fittest? What is the fittest? And is there not a fittest? Do we become the fittest by evolving into that space? So we're getting into a really deep topic here, but I think it's one that's very valuable because I don't know who's the fittest person out there. Is it the strongest now? I don't think so. I don't think we need to have the brawn necessarily. As we get more intelligent, we have things to do our robotic work. Is it the most intelligent person? Well, sometimes the most intelligent person doesn't have the common sense to lead um, for other aspects of life. So it's just a conundrum here of what you think or what you think, and maybe it's a quality, a little piece of all of these. This is how I view my spirituality. I don't follow one set of rules. I don't follow one religion. I don't follow anything. What I do with my spirituality is I take bits and pieces of everything that resonates with me. If energy works resonates with me, if giving back to the community resonates with me, that's great. Other bits and pieces from every little faction, and I ball it up together, and this is my spirituality. It's a pulsating live mass of my spirituality and what resonates with me. And maybe that's what we need to do with survival of the fittest. Think of it as that way. It's not necessarily one being that's going to catapult us that way forward, one person, but more along a collective energy of all these people and bringing all their talents together and getting past the differences that we have in our world and how it segregates us, and bringing those things all together and seeing how they work together and how they fit together, and to create the best world, not necessarily the best species in that sense. So I know it's a weird topic. It's a great topic, one I like to talk about. I'd love to hear your input on that, on survival of the fittest, and how we're going to that, and what it really means, or if we even really need that wording nowadays. So send me some messages. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about this.